I'd consider I'm reviewing The Invincible Season 3. The season finale has ended around 2 weeks ago, and holy shit, this was an absolute rollercoaster. The storytelling, phenomenal. The voice acting from all members of the cast, impeccable. You're dead! Animation of episode 8 was top notch, thank you Kim Jong-un, and the finale was absolutely glorious. If I were to rate it, I'll give this an 8.5 out of 10. This season has told me that there's more to life than shitting on this bum-ass character. Believe it or not, Invincible has always been about something much deeper. At its core, this is pretty much a character study, exploring what it truly means to be a hero, and the cost that comes with it. Season 3 in particular placed Mark Grayson at the very heart of the struggle, forcing him to confront not just external threats, but who he really wants to be. And there's no better place to start than Invincible's first major dilemma of this season.
You blood, you blood!
I ain't gonna hold it. At the start, I fucking hated this shit. Because what do you mean you're against Travis Scott and Sinclair, who saved every hero in the USA from this fucking Afro dancer, but you somewhat forgive your dad after he did all this shit? This has the exact same logic that Amber used in season 1. Fucking none. Ever since the first 3 episodes came out, I've just come to the simple conclusion that Invincible is a fucking muppet. However, there's more to this than I realized. Mark himself was never meant to be a perfect character. Shocker, I know, fucking 2000 IQ level thinking. He's always tried to do the morally right thing, but never quite thought through the consequences, or just didn't think through how he was going to execute something. There were minor moments like when Mark wanted to be transparent, so told Rick that DA Sinclair started working for the government now, which he immediately ended up regretting after realizing he just reopened old wounds, to more serious ones like when Mark flat out refused to kill the future immortal, or while knowing an entire civilization was at stake. Going back to the Invincible and Cecil beef, yes, Mark wanted to imprison murderers like Sinclair and Darkwing, even though they saved the day. But from his perspective, he was angered to see people who he thought were facing justice inside a prison working for the government. So going by his own morality, he logically went to Cecil demanding that they be locked up. And just like all examples prior, he never really thought through what this would actually entail. That humanity's defenses would be weakened because they refused to work with morally grey characters. This obviously doesn't change the fact that this was still a hypocritical viewpoint, but to be honest, I didn't entirely blame him. Yes, I know, the dad has committed war crimes that'll make even Osama bin Laden proud, but despite all the blood that was shed, I can't blame Mark for being unable to erase the last 18 years of his life, where he called Omni Man not only his dad, but his hero too. Mark's reasoning throughout this entire situation, while flawed, is justified to come out from a young, naive person that's experienced everything he has. In the same vein, I can't blame an over-utilitarian Cecil for wanting to work with former criminals, and him also getting scared of Mark, considering what a viltrumite is capable of. This was simply a battle between youthful idealism and hardened pragmatism. Both of them were high on emotions, with Mark using anger and Cecil using fear, and in the end, no one was entirely right or wrong, which is exactly why it was so great. 2 characters where you can see where they're coming from, feel justified in their own right, but end up being 2 sets in the beliefs to truly meet in the middle. This all builds up to the season finale, whereby after having his no-kill stance questioned by Oliver, having to abandon his morality in order to save a civilization, and realizing being a superhero isn't just about fighting villains and saving lives, Mark had an amazing fight with Conquest where he realized killing is a necessary tool for a complicated world.
So if anyone else ever puts my family or anyone I love at risk, I won't hesitate to kill them.
The writers were absolutely cooking in season 3, especially when it came to Mark's character progression, and I'm sure we all can't wait for what season 4 will bring us. Alright, enough yapping about this philosophical shit. This TV show, while amazing, was pretty fucking dumb too at times. A lot of people mention Cecil leaving Conquest alive. Don't get me wrong, that is a very Cecil thing to do, but only holding him down with some tungsten and dynamite? Yeah, cause weight and explosions is the ultimate weakness of ultramites.
$400 billion for the world's most expensive nosebleed.
Either this shit was badly written, or Cecil is pulling a 4D chess move and didn't want to talk about the JBL speakers afraid that Conquest were there. Unfortunately, I feel like this issue where Cecil got dumbed down was seen in other characters too. Specifically, Invincible, in the fucking Invincible War. We all know what happened. KSI lost in the charity match against the YouTube All-Stars, so started combining a bunch of Invincible variants to wreak havoc around the world. Invincible was fighting throughout, but in day 2, Atomeve ended up getting badly injured, which obviously tore Mark's heart. Mark was not sitting next to Atomeve, and Cecil answered, telling him he should be out there, fighting.
Us.
And you know what this fucking cunt says after. He says no.
Oh my god, bro. Oh, hell no, man. What the fuck, man? Get your ass on, boy.
Yeah, I get that he was scared about the Invincible variants coming to kill Eve. But the same logic he had could literally be applied to his own brother and mom. For all he knew, Oliver is still fucking fighting out there. Could have been getting the Mauler Twin treatment. Or the Mohawk Mark could have been spitting him back twice.
Ah, shit. I was really looking forward to killing her again.
But what the fuck is his excuse? He's say pussy whipped and wants to put his 1-month girlfriend over his mom? No one should be defending this. I'm sure there were a lot more dumbass moments such as escape my mind, but these were the most jarring ones. Overall though, this shit was still pretty good and I can't wait for season 4. Icons, that's it for this one. Make sure to like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you cunts in the next one. Bye bye.